Cool.
Hi, I'm Polly Jean Harrison with the FinTech Times and I'm here at Innovate Finance Global Summit. Would you like to introduce yourself for us, please?
Yes, hi, I'm Wilko Klaassen. I'm actually heading the new launched Kosma unit in Klarna. And I'm also supporting, of course, driving a lot of business within Klarna and other areas. But yeah, I'm here, Wilko. I'm based in Amsterdam normally, but I'm running the global open banking business for Klarna.
Fantastic. And how are you finding the event so far?
It's really great. I think the fun part, of course, like first of all, like seeing so many people in real life again, which is kind of like exciting. I think it's also very exciting to see actually a lot of new names popping up. So you see the innovation starting coming back again. And it's just, of course, a magnificent location. It also is very interesting. But I mean, it is really fun to see, to connect again, talk face to face and get interactions, and not just only by Zoom meetings. So yeah, it is really great. I'm really happy to be here.
Fantastic. And of course, you know, Kosma only launched a week or so ago.
Yeah.
Tell us more about that and sort of the motivations behind it.
I think it's, first of all, it has been the big surprise, of course, that Klarna opened up their own infrastructure to third parties, which has been a lot of people have welcomed that. And it's also the reason why we did so, because we looked at a lot of questions in the past, like, hey guys, can we tap into the power of Klarna? So actually, yes, we can now, and we are already supporting a number of big players. The cool thing is that, of course, the Kosma open banking platform what Klarna has is about 15,000 banks that we connect with through one single API. For payment initiation, but also for account insights. And now we're opening up for other partners to find creative, innovative ideas to drive the fintech world even faster and further. So we're really happy about it, and it's really well received. I think it's, I think the part of it, of course, Klarna is very known for the pay later. Klarna, the nice pink badge is everywhere. So now we're going to make the Kosma purple badge also famous. So with Kosma really focus on players that really want to utilize our open banking network, build their own solutions, and we'll help them also with our knowledge and experience, of course, because we're using it in a lot of areas in Klarna every day. So it's a proven solution, and now it's just, I think we're really welcome and actually invite people to come up with great ideas and we'll make them reality.
And so leading on from that, of course, innovation, I guess, you know, it's perfect with Kosma. What are sort of the key drivers of innovation in fintech at the moment?
I think, first of all, I think that's a great thing what we've seen happening in the UK. The UK is quite open into the regulators to kind of look into new ideas. I think the UK is at least quite a bit of a step ahead of some other markets, which is also leading the way to like what happens in Europe. So innovations in that perspective, like everybody knows the payment initiation. Well, not everybody knows, but at least it's a very common way of like account-to-account payments. Is a very good entry point. But I think the next level of innovation really goes like, how do you start using the data that you can share, but also different ways of paying, like can you do variable payments setting up, and can you do like recurring payments also through open banking. And that will be really interesting to see how that will pan out, because then you really kind of like connect accounts, you're not anymore dependent on one bank, you can actually do cross banks, cross border. So it's really opening up. I think I always say, like from my perspective, it's really like opening up the consumer data, giving it back to the business, create value for the consumer. Like in that perspective, you can start comparing across accounts, across markets, and of course, they can like we can assist with new solutions. Or other parties can create new solutions, like, hey, consumer, you're doing this today, but actually, if you change a little change in your spending behavior, or like, hey, I can help you to reduce your mortgage, it can become automatic. So we're really giving the power back to the consumer, and that I think is very exciting.
Amazing, yeah, it sounds exciting for sure. So in your opinion, what are some of the major challenges affecting the industry at the moment then?
I think it's still like, I wouldn't say it's a challenge, but more I think we still have to take up on is the innovative power. There's still a lot of connection to the, might be saying the old banks. There's of course a lot of connection, a lot of data, and of course the open banking will open it up for more. I think the big challenge is like that a lot of people are not aware yet of what actually is available. So I think if you look in this building now with all these stands, people do know what is available, but there's so many other people out there that doesn't know yet what is available. So again, like how do we welcome the people to explain, like, hey, we educate them, tell them, hey, you got data available, these connections are available. That is one, I think, big challenge, like still part of education and awareness maybe. The other challenge is like, of course, the regulations are not all the same across, sorry to say, of course you guys from Brexit, but I mean, across Europe, they're not all the same. And I think it's sometimes a challenge also for innovators, like, it's nice we can build one solution that can grow cross borders. There's still challenges with licenses and those kind of things. Would be nice to have that sorted out, but I think that will not happen short term. So I think that's something we have to live with, but we can overcome it as well. I don't see it as a massive challenge. It's more like it will have investment in getting your license right, getting your setup right, security, risk control. So there are some areas we have to be addressing. I think the other one is that I think honestly the big thing is like how to get people really aware and understand what can be done with it, and get the consumer also the trust factor. Like, hey, you can make an account to account. Okay, you know how to use your credit cards, but now learn how to use your bank to account transfers. And I think if you get that going, it will become very interesting.
Yeah, it definitely sounds interesting.
Yeah.
And then finally, what do you think to the future? Where is the industry going?
The data will become, of course, more available to more people. which will help us to grow the business and new innovative ideas. The business will be going, I think, like open banking is just a starting point, I would say. And again, it starts now with the payments part, and then it goes to the account insights. How do you connect more financial elements? It's going to be like the democratization of data. Will be that's the part of it. I think it's the consumer can take also ownership of their own data again. Like you're not anymore just split by bank. It goes aggregated, so it becomes more transparent. But I think also the consumer has to learn like how they're going to use that. So they probably need tools to make it easier. So it become it will go from right now. Today's only about insights. It will go to advisory. I think that's going to be the big shift. But that we're not there yet. And I think mainly the question is like, so what kind of advisory will bring the value to the consumer that are willing to pay for it? Because everybody can develop an app, but bottom line also needs a bit of income to make it to keep it alive. So I think that's still the part we all have to learn and look at. I think Klarna is doing a great way, of course, in their own world around the shopping app element. We bring a lot of features together. We see a high usage. I think the open banking part will now help. The Kosma part will help to bring also part of the future because we open up the data to other players. So that together, I think we're kind of just pushing the. I always say we are the challenger in the market, and I think that's the future. We'll keep challenging ourselves, but also others, and I think that's the only way to move forward. So that's the future: is keep challenging each other, but also challenge us. I think that's the future.
Amazing.
Makes sense?
Yeah, sounds great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Maddie. Thank you.